complexity. Or Alt 8. All right, so I'm gonna be a pro here and be like Alt 8. Oh shit, that's bad. Alt 1, I guess. To go back. Oh man, that's horrible. Hell no. Okay, so let's see how we will fix this. So you see here, this is bad. This is horrible, right? Oh, actually, this is bad. So the red is bad. Hey, buddy. Hey, Sprav, how's it going, man? So bad is red, and red is on the edges here. You know what I mean? And extremely bad is like everything here in the middle. So let's see how we can optimize this. I'm really excited for this one.
Around with VFX and just graphics in general, you should know that, like,
also, you can see the difference between a pro. Like, you could see where this thing is about. Look at mine, dude. Oh my god. All right, so I'm gonna try to guess right now, like we said yesterday. Try to guess what the problem is and then go back to it, right? So let's guess. F it, right? So 3. Okay, so now we see if it's just 3 of them. By time, though, it's gonna still be extremely bad. And that is due to transparency, I think. But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go particle state. Where is it? Initialize particle. Oh, wait, before we mess around with this, honestly. What was it? 35? 35? Something like that. Let's copy, paste, and instead of XP here, it's gonna be opt. So for optimization. Right? So this is gonna be our optimization one. We're gonna F around and find out, right? So rate 0. What is it? 3 did we say? 5. Let's go 5 and let's make the size. I'm guessing increasing the size would help, but I do think it's the opacity here that is doing all this creepy stuff there. And I don't honestly. It's probably the addition of it that it's adding and doing all the translucency stuff. And I don't know how to fix this. So it's pretty cool that we have the course explaining that to us today. So I'm just trying to guess how I can reduce the difficulty here of rendering that thing. So one of the main things I'll do here is increase the size. And I'll be alternating between the lit view and the performance one. So this is what we're getting with bigger ones. We're getting like huge texture, of course, which is a problem. But we can definitely actually. So what is it? Alt 8 is okay. So that's a problem, man. We will go back to cone, honestly, because the box thing is not cutting it. So let's go with. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's just too big, honestly. All right, so we're gonna go with Alt 8 again. We're gonna go with 100, 100. Now it should be smaller. Okay, so size needs to chill, right? So we're gonna go between 100 and a 200. Yeah, maybe 400. And let's do. Oh, 1 is what? 1 is what exactly? Alt 4. Okay. And the size again of the box needs to chill. Let's go with 200. Let's go with 150. Let's go down. All right, Alt 4 for Alt 8 for optimization. Alt 4 for. Got it. It's still extremely bad. So with my own knowledge right now, I don't know what's happening, right? So we'll fix it. You know what? I wonder if I change this to GPU, what's going to happen? Especially if it's fixed, right? All right, let's go back to Alt 4. Alt 8, sorry. And I have to click here. Alt 8. Come on. Still bad. Okay. Good to know. It's part of the having the effect as a translucent, I guess, but we'll learn. So let's learn.
As soon as there's multiple transparent things on top of each other, it usually gets expensive. In Unreal, you can go into like the view modes, optimization modes, and then shader complexity. And this is going to give you like a decent understanding of where you are. Honestly, those values are not perfect. And I don't want you to always look at them in terms of like,
Okay, let's do that quickly. Blender, where are you? Where are you, Blend? Hey, someone subscribed. Hey, appreciate you. Thank you so much for the subscription. Let me have you in the comment. And yes, thank you so much again. All right, so let's get the mesh. Let's get the cylinder. Let's get the 16 maybe, and then we can do another one with 32. Radius, blah blah blah. We don't need this. No, nothing. Yeah, pretty good. All right, and tap, and then G, and then boom, and then done, and then again to the 1, and then take those. Alt Z, sorry, Alt Z. Oh, it's not working anymore. Oh, of course, NVIDIA, you gonna take that freaking shortcut, right? All right, whatever. So here we go. Boom, done, and let's do right click, shade smooth. Why is it not shading smooth? Shade smooth. All right, that's pretty good. Okay. For some reason we had the UV here for whatever reason. Why did we do that? There was nothing. I think Bjorn was just showing the actual view or whatever. So we'll see. I don't think we need it, but I could be wrong. So yeah, if we press this, you're gonna see the UVs, but I don't think he done anything there, but we'll see. I have my export FBX ready here for myself. Unity export, probably gonna be the same, but we'll see. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it works, cool. All right, we're gonna go to documents. We're gonna go to, let's put it here. I'm gonna save it into our file with the exports, and then we're gonna do Blender. We're gonna do a file. We're gonna call it Blender. Yes, my friend. All right. We're gonna save this FBX to cone. What is it? Cone modes. Yes. Export. Boom. Done. All right. Let's watch.
back in the engine, we will kind of see what we can do. So in the modes folder, let's create another folder, which is called meshes. And everything in here we will already have. So the course meshes, and then let's
go. Let's get that done then. All right, back here, I have such a... Oh, thank you for the subscription, Hassan Fasal. Nice to have you here. All right, so let's go to the folder. Where's my folder? Hello, folder. Where are you, folder? Come on, folder. And how did I... Shift Control F. Texture. I can't read. I'm dyslexic. We're gonna go these here. We're gonna do... Oh, you can't do that? All right. Thank you so much, Unreal. Texture is... Oh, we did textures. Lol. Delete. We're gonna do... Oh, wait. Did I delete the right one now? Or... That would have been a classic game dev mistake, right? Oh my god, thank you for the subscriptions, everybody. I appreciate you. Thank you again. Let's see. Mute. Let's do materials. Materials here. And then we're gonna put our material with the material instance. Boom, move here. Right. Shift Control F again. Oh, sorry. Shift Control N again. We're gonna do Niagara. Is this how to write it? Okay. Particles. And here it goes. And one more folder is going to be, drum roll please, meshes. Yes, exactly. Perfect. All right, we need our folder, and we need to get our stuff from the folder. Let's go with the meshes. Where are meshes? Meshes, Krita, Blender, FBX, and click and drag and drop. And rub that thingy. Let's see if it's gonna work. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. Back to the tutorial.
Back in the meshes modes and cylinder FBX.
Yes.
We do not want to create a new material. This is the only thing in the material setting which you want to change. So it's gonna open up like this here.
Okay.
And yeah, only thing you need to adjust is change it from create new materials to do not create materials and say import.
Okay.
Kind of ignore this.
Did we create a new material? Just curious. Doesn't look like it. Let's see.
And now you have something which you can actually put into the...
All right, let's try to put that thingy. Looks good. Bam. It is doing all the normal stuff in it. Perfect. Okay, back.
scene. And let's put it at the location.
So the only thing that is concerning me here is the amount of the... because I think we picked 16 faces, right? That could be a problem later on because it will stretch the F out of our texture. So we can see like there's already artifacts here, right? So what we can do is save ourselves a headache and basically do a couple of versions. So what we'll do, Shift A and then copy your cylinder. And let's go with 32. So just we have different variants here. And tab G up and tab and edit mode. Yes. All right. Boom. Right? Boom. Okay. Let's go make it the same size. Bam. Perfect. Oops. Choose. All right. Tap. All right. Click. Smooth. Boom. All right. Cool. Tap again. Smaller again. Boom. Tap again. Here we go. Q. FBX. Cone modes. 32. Hell yeah. All right. Here we go. Export. Bam. Blender thingy. Nice. Boom. Boom. Here we go. And then we go to Unreal. Where's Unreal? Here's Unreal. Boom. All right. Cool. Check. Cheek. Boom. Bam. Import. Cool. And then let's scroll up a little bit. Now we have the 32 version. Less artifacts, more artifacts. What is happening? Let's check it out. I'll just go away from here a little bit. What do we have in here? That is smoother. You see how smoother this is? And then we have... no, please don't. But we'll see. We'll see which one will perform better. It's about performance and also about not sacrificing anything. Hey, D. Hey. Nice to have you here, AD. Hey. Cool. All right, back to the course, guys. Bam. All right. Keep going.
We want it to be and scale it like this. So, this is slowly getting somewhere. Let's use it like this. Okay. So, first of all, we don't want this thing to cast any shadows. So,
yep.
Cast shadows in here and just deactivate it.
All right, let's just get that out of the way, honestly. Get the 16 version, right? Let's put it up beneath the light. And bam, here we go. Put that thing like this. And is there a way in Unreal actually to like have an isometric view? I forgot how to do this shit. Too old for this shit. All right, scale up. And probably all the way to the thingy here. Oh, thank you for the subscription, Mike. Oh, hi, Mike. Let's have you here, my friend. In the comments. Nice to have you here. Thank you for the follow. Okay. Let's put that thing down like this. All right, so next thing is get the other one, right? Should we? Probably we should. Is there a way to copy, actually? So say I want this, right? So I want to copy the, what is it? The location, the rotation. Is there a way to copy all of them, honestly? Copy all properties in category. Nice. Paste all of them in the category. Bam! Look at that. Hell yeah. All right, let's disable the 32. We're just gonna do that, 16, just to be, just like, All right, cool. 16, 32, bam, bam, cool. Cast, and we'll take everything cast shadow related. Boom, bam, done. All right, next, boom, bam, done. I really like that about Unreal, that you can actually type stuff. I love that. All right, back to it. Course, what's up? What's to do next?
And what we have now is basically the silhouette where we're going to use a shader on, which will kind of
materials. Cool.
The particles look. So kind of what we do is if we would now just like kind of apply this material, that's what we have right now. It already has a soft intersection, so it won't fade out. And if we go get closer, it fades out. Decent, right? But there's a couple of issues with those. First of all, this does look a bit weird and stretched, and there's not that great of a detail in there, as well as you see the edges and all those kind of things we want to get rid of. So what do? We take the modes material and we duplicate it, and we're going to call it mesh.
Yeah.
And so from here on, we will kind of rebuild it. This is what we did before. And we will just need to build a couple more things onto it to kind of make it look.
Man, I forgot how to tile things. Let me think. I wish I could guess this, but here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna test a couple of things. So one of the main things that I will test is, oh lol, I had everything in modes. That's pretty bad, dude. Doesn't matter for now. I think it's pretty good actually. Let's see. Material MI is material instance. MT is actually the material. I'm just gonna test it. Gonna look at it. Oh, look how pretty this is. All right. Yeah, it is doing something. It is doing something, and that's what they tested in the thingy, right? So what we'll do now is duplicate the empty modes, which is material modes, and we will change it modes to tileable. I think that is what we're gonna do. Tileable. Tileability. Perfect. Double click. And didn't double click that. Double click that. Now we have it here. My guess is we will do some tileability from this texture. So we're gonna have some time element, I'm guessing. I'm just trying to guess. And then that time is gonna be multiplied by something. I'm guessing again. Or we're gonna have a cosine or something like that. I'm just putting some items here on the quick. It's gonna be something here with the UV. So is there like a UV something in Unreal? UV cropping. Is there something with tiling? Motherfucker tiling. Oh, sorry, YouTube. I apologize. MF detail normal tiling. MF detail normal tiling. I guess MF detail normal tiling. All right, so we can. That's a wild guess there. So I don't know. We're gonna go back to the tutorial, to the course from Mad VFX. 20% off with Jack 20. Check the link in the description below. Okay, so here we go.
Interesting or like final. The first one is going to be Fresnel, and what this does is it. Let me show this to you. It's easier. So we can, by the way, to create nodes, you can say right mouse button, start previewing node, and you will see what this node or all the nodes feeding into this will result in.
Now.
So
cool.
This is the start, and we want to have something like, let's say this, but we want to invert it. And what this first of all does, let me showcase what we get. This is what we get.
For now we're talking. That's the problem. Okay. About shaders and optimization. All right. Reach to me on my Discord, definitely. We'll talk about it. We'll have a chat, no worries. I already have someone on my Discord from the stream. We'll talk about it. All right. So, Fresnel and 1 minus. All right. So now if I put this as a preview, it's going to show me the surroundings. So what Fresnel does, like it explained in the tutorial, it's looking into what normal on this mesh is looking towards the camera and what is not. If it's not in here, for example, it's turning it to white, and what it is, it's turning it into black. And you can control the values, right? If it's 4, it's gonna show something different. It's gonna make more in the middle here. And if it's on like 0.1, let's see how that will look like. The best reflect fraction here. It's gonna make that a little more, a little more white, I guess. And then we can control those white black values to control the opacity, right? So let's do a power node here. A power will increase the contrast, basically, like we see here. We flipped it, and now it's increasing the contrast. Let's put it the same value he put there with 0.04, right? And let's see how the power here will look like. All right, so what if this was on 10? It will increase, yeah. So we have more fade on the edges. Okay. What if this was on 2? Back again, where we have more edges. All right, so that's what we want. We want the white to say, Han Pro Studio said hi. Hi, Han Pro Studio. Nice to have you here. I will continue explaining. So yeah, now we have Pro X, so power X, and it's powering it by 10. I'll add a clamp. What does the clamp do? So this is probably taking the numbers here, which were 1 and 0, and now with the power 10, it's putting it on like 1,000,000 or something, right? So we're clamping it. We're taking the numbers that are on billion, whatever. We're putting it back to between 0 and 1. And this will go into a multiplication. Multiply. Here we go. And we will take the last bit of our opacity multiplication and hook it afterwards, right? And let's stop the preview, which I don't know how to do. Right click, stop. All right. Perfect. Now we go back to not the headquarters, but the gray thingy, and now we see that it is fading. It's cutting off the edges, right? So save it and save. It's saving. All right, perfect. And now what we'll do is drag and drop the new one. Boom. And as we see, before we had this. We can see the edges. Now we don't see the edges, which is amazing. One thing I need to change here is the seams. I don't want to see any seams. And if you wonder what seams are, well, let me explain seams to you. So, in this UV, right, you can see that it is all laid down in a square, right? So at one point, they made a cut here. They cut that part, and they spread it like that, like a can, basically. And then they spread the UVs like that. And that is the seam, and we were seeing it basically here. You see how things get cut harshly? I'm not sure if it's a seam, honestly, now that I see it. But it gets cut super harshly, and we don't want to see it. That's a seam. Must be a seam. Yeah. But since the texture is tileable, we should not worry super much, I guess. And that's the 16 one. 16 one has artifacts, by the way. So let's take the 32 one here. I watched your first video of this part, and I can't find the resources of Mad VFX file where to get them. Well, you have to buy the course. I'm showing you a paid course, and you have to get the course if you want to get the files. So I'm documenting the purchase, and yeah, I get the file, but you don't get the file. But yeah, just for the sake of demonstrating the learning here and making it more enhanced, yes, that's how you do it. You buy the course, my friend. And if you want to get 20% off the course, check the link below with the code Jack20. All right, now back to it. Tileable. Yeah, that's the 32 one now, right? Yeah. And it has less artifacts. Is that correct? Let's spin it. You spin me right, run, baby, right, run. Yeah, pretty much. I think the 32 is better than the 16, basically. So let's get to the 32 back again. Cool. We got that. Let's see how they're gonna tile it and make it run. Back to the course.
And what this, first of all, does, showcase what we get.
All right, so like I said, there will be something behind the UV here that we need to use. And that will be, in this case, a text coord. So that texture coordination. Texture coordinate, yes. We will take that and multiply. Correct? Was it multiply? I'm not sure anymore. Yes. Oopsie. Okay. We're gonna multiply m-click, and we'll do append a-click. Nope, doesn't work. Okay. Right click, append, append, append vector. Yes. And we'll do now two parameters. S-click. We're gonna call it tilex, tiling x. Oops. Capital letter on X. All right. And we'll do, wait, let's copy that. Doesn't matter. S-click, tiling on Y. All right. We got it. So this is going to go here. And this is going to go here. And better put a value of 1. Value of 1. We're going to append it to the multiply. Here we go. And fix it into the UV and preview that part. One of the main things I will do is get this texture here. One thing I would like to do here is pick another texture, the one that is tileable. Like this one, for example. All right. So now if I put 2, enter, it's tiling it in the Y, and this is tiling it in the X. Now we have tiling, right? Pretty much, yeah. So if I put it on a sphere like this, and we do 3 here and 3 here, we're getting more tiling, basically. And that is awesome. So now we have those controls. Let's save. And I'm guessing there will be a way to make the UV here move, and I'm wondering if I could move this with an add. Is that doable? If I add an add here and I put it into the UV, wait, put this here. What happens if this add is hooked by time? Well, look at that. That's pretty cool. All right, so we but it's going in one direction. I bet there will be noises that we can do here that can actually take this to the next level. But just for the lulz, right? For the laughs or whatever they call it, we're gonna go here and look at it. Yeah, so we can probably do like a random number thingy. And what I will do, by the way, is hide the stuff from here. And yeah, so we got something going on. Let's check the performance. Alt-8. It's better than before, that's for sure. It's more performative. Let's get more tiling. 6 and 6. All right, save that. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we're getting more. That's pretty cool, honestly. All right, let's go back to the course, guys. See what's gonna happen.
Default texture, and that is now.
Didn't experiment here. I would have never learned this, honestly. Like, I kind of knew what's gonna happen at the next step, but I've got to keep this here, right? I know it's not perfect, and that's fine that it's not perfect. But at least I learned, like, okay, next time I use a panner, right? To get what I want from here. Yeah, so let's get a panner. Damn it. All right, panner. Where you at? So let's get this here in the middle. Panner, what's up, buddy? All right, panner is here. Boom, in here. Let's get like really, really small values. Jack, I suddenly had a question. Please suddenly ask. Minus 0, 0, 0, 5. And hook it up in the UV. Oh, yeah. That's pretty cool. All right, let's take that. Do you think Blender can become like Unreal? As for me, Blender has more potential in procedural generation. What do you mean? Houdini has more potential. I guess no, it will never be like Unreal. It's a 3D editing, like a 3D suit. Like, it used to be an engine back in the day. It used to be like Unreal, but it will never be like Unreal because Unreal is specialized in different sections. And just like Unreal will never be Blender, Blender will never be Unreal. That's simple as that. Blender is really good at things that Blender does, and Unreal is good at what Unreal does. For example, game development. For example, big games, AAA stuff like that. That's what Unreal is for. It's not there to model, although you can, but it's not there to do 3D modeling. Anyway, back to it. Save. Boom. Here we go. Now it's moving very slowly. That's pretty cool. But I think because we tiled the texture a little too much, gonna go easy on the values here. Yeah, it's too much. Let's go with a 1. Yeah, all right, save that. And we're gonna go easy on this too. Excuse me. Having a really bad thing in my throat. Sorry about that. Yep, this is how it's gonna look. I love this, man. I love optimization. This is so much fun. It's like black magic. Not black magic. What's it called?
Which are moving. And we have a couple more things.
Trickery?
And one thing
I
which
don't
can be
know
nice
what's
is we can change it to be two-sided. So now we see not only the front, but also the back. This gives us like a decent.
Ooh, two-sided, right? Where to do that? Was it here? Inside of the texture? Oh, blah, blah, blah. Channel name. Sample source. All right, I'm going to just cheat a little bit here. Don't have so much time left, so I'm going to cheat
We
a
now
little
apply
bit.
this.
All right, go back a little bit.
Yeah, and from here on, we have most of the important stuff covered. If we now apply this, we have modes which are moving.
Yeah.
And we have a couple more things. And one thing which can be nice is we.
All right, so it's like a click checkbox somewhere. Where is he at now? Which node is this? Ah, the material itself. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, two-sided. Lighting mode, apply fogging, connect contact shadow, advanced, up there, two-sided, clicky click, save, boom, back to view in a second. Here we go. Now we have two-sided. So you can see the two sides here. Oh yeah, you can see already that it has this weird thing with the UVs, and that is for
it's a look of something kind of breaking out, right? So, by the way, don't scale those.
All right. What's the last thing?
Looks interesting. No, I'm pairing them right now because we will need to do a couple more small adjustments for that to work nicely. But yeah, we have this, and this here now gives you quite nice volumetric feel and look to stuff, and you get closer, it still fades out perfectly, but you feel like you're going through something. And at this point, yeah, it's literally just adjusting a couple more things till it really looks nice and fitting to the scene. Right now, maybe a bit too strong, maybe adjusting tiling a tiny bit more, or also literally giving the cylinder here just a couple more subdivisions, right? So if you do a new one, cylinder, don't go with 30, go with maybe 50.
Hey, we did that.
Don't overdo it. Overall, this effect is going to be a lot cheaper now compared to what we had before. We simulate less stuff and we're going to have less overdraw. So yeah, this is what we're going to end the lecture with.
Optimized.
And from here on, we're going to go into the next couple of little things which we can hopefully build upon afterwards. See you in the next module.
All right, guys, that's the last.
And welcome back for this.
Sorry about that. That was the last free part of this.
This is
so
what
we'll do next episode or next part. Let me. I want to put the logo here. What we'll be doing in the next part is basically this instead of watching the actual thing. So we'll be doing this, and the thing will be running in the background just like as usual, but the sound will be muffled. So, and that's to protect the actual course. It will be muffled like this, basically. Yeah, we kind of need to do this because, yeah, the course is paid, and we need to protect its dignity or its copyright or whatever it is. Let's do the last part here of the work. And actually, before we do that, let's look into the course itself. So we have falling leaves, right? That will be the next thing. We'll do introduction to leaves, so leaves meshes and leaves particles. That's going to be interesting to do. We'll do fire, we'll do lens flare, we'll do steam. This is very exciting stuff. Decals, awesome. Rain, oh my god, this is going to be so much fun. And then polishing, and then we'll go to the bonus electric sparks. That's going to be beneath the light, I think. We'll do exactly like we did so far. Just I wouldn't be able to show you the course. That's just part of it. If you want to buy it, go ahead and buy it. But I'll document my learning there. Anyway, back to the last steps that we need to take here. I really like this a lot. Let's make a instance. Create material instance, as we see. That's fine. I'm just gonna call it MI. Tileable, yes, my friend. All right, double click on that. Let's get the tileability. Oh, sorry, the actual opacity here to 20. What is going to happen? Oh, wait, we have to actually assign it. Yeah, all right. So now we see did you complete the Jump Academy Unreal Houdini course? I haven't really completed it. I left it as a teaser for people who want to participate there, to go and participate there. I feel like I got enough of it, of the knowledge there, and I feel like it was too advanced for me. So I will actually cover some Double Jump Academy stuff. Maybe in the weeks upcoming, but I will start with something simple again. Try to make simple HDAs first. Then I could go and do a deep dive. Eventually, that's what I like to do. I like to do something very complex first and see if I would like the complex stuff. And if I still enjoy it, I'll go back to the other stuff. All right, so back here, opacity controller. All right, so we're going to take that down to 2 and Game Art 101. Thanks for joining, my friend. Appreciate you a lot. You're always welcome here. All right, so 3 and yeah, so that's cool opacity. Let's bring back our particles that we had before, that were, I think, optimized a bit more. Don't be scared of the colors. Yeah, I mean, he said that's pretty good, so I'll just trust him. I'll go a little less with the actual particles now. Let's see. Where are the particles? Initialize particle. Let's go with 3 and a 5, or 3 and a 4. Actually, 2 and a 3. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's go with that. And with the rest here, especially the smaller modes, we gonna make them go in a bigger box, basically. So boxy, boxy, boxy. Where's my box? Here's the box. Let's do 600, 600, and yeah, that's fine. So we're making them spawn in a bigger range. And as to the other box, we will also do that here as well. Yes, yes, yes. Perfect. And now back to Alt 2. Here we go. Oh, sorry, Alt 4, not Alt 2. And we'll end up with this here. And it looks pretty good for now. Let's switch to the cinematic. And let's do this. All right, guys. Now I'll have some closing thoughts. We learned a lot. We learned how to create the particle system there, how to optimize it using other techniques. We created the modes. Next will probably be the fire. I think the leaves are next. That is so far the free part of this course. We covered everything that is free and available that you can get by a trial. The rest will be covered in the next episode. So we'll have falling leaves, fire, lens flare, steam, decals, rain, polishing, etc., etc. And yeah, that's it for now. I will see you in the next one, and I hope you enjoyed it. All right, everyone. Have a great day ahead. It was great having you guys on and just learning a new thing. We'll continue most likely tomorrow. We'll learn more. More podcasts episodes are coming. Make sure you subscribe. If I've earned your subscription, do it. If I earned your follow, do it. If I didn't earn it, don't do it. All right. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next episode. All right. Bye bye. Salam.